This is my current desk setup. And once you're done throwing up by how awful it is, I'm sure you'll notice that this is just a temporary setup I used while I was painting my office. Here is what the office looks like now. Let's go through the steps I took to get to this point. The room was finally ready to get cleared out, and at 2 a.m. I decided to finally move everything out to get started. Now, I'm not one of those Instagram battle station people. I can't stand that level of perfection and artistry. My desk is somewhere I actually use to work and play, so things might not be as beautiful as those battle stations, but I'll do my best. After clearing the room, I put down these newly assembled legs that are able to rise and descend my desk. They aren't an expensive brand, just a mid-sized one I found on Amazon. On top of that goes my desktop. I used to just rock an IKEA Lindemann tabletop, but with all the crap I put on my desk and what I put it through, I decided to grab a butcher block, then sand and stain it to use as my tabletop. It's 6 feet long by 30 inches wide, so it's an absolute big boy. Big chungus. You can see me looking like an idiot here, trying to make sure it is lined up evenly in the middle of the legs. The tabletop is just a little too big for the legs, so it's a tiny bit wobbly, but after screwing everything down, it felt way better. Alright, we've got a desk. The first thing I needed to do was find a way to hide the cables. Since this was going to be a standing and sitting desk, I needed all the cables to be safely organized so it won't get caught on anything and send my expensive monitors flying across the room. I got these 2 organizers on Amazon and tried to get them screwed in as close to the bar as I can. They fit perfectly between the 2 legs. Now, I didn't think much about this dirty surge protector. It's drywall dust from sanding before painting, I swear. This one has plenty of ports, USB, and even has 4 mounting points to screw in underneath. I also wanted this to be as close to the legs as possible, just so I can tuck the cable to the back of the legs to be hidden from view. I'll talk more about my PC later, but I wanted to decide if I was going to put it on the floor, keep it on the table, or even mount it under the desk. I ended up deciding just to keep it on the table for now. I chose this white Lian Li case because it has good airflow and was easy to build in. Next up, I'm bringing in my monitors. My main monitor is a 48-inch OLED from LG. I've been using it for 10 months and it makes everything look absolutely beautiful. It really is the pinnacle of PC gaming at this point. Next to it is a 32-inch and 27-inch 4K monitors, also from LG. I bought these used from people on Facebook. I swear I don't have an LG bias. There just weren't many people making 4K monitors in this size 5 years ago. I have them mounted on this cheap vertical mount, but it does save a lot of table space. I forgot to screw in the controller for my motor that pushes the desk up and down, so I put that in the front. At this point, it was like 5 a.m., so I thought it was a good time to start managing cables under the desk. I'm not an expert at this, but I did end up using some sticky cable ties that helps keep everything tied to the desk and not hanging. I added an RGB strip to the outside of the desk too. I didn't want a massive amount of RGB, but I do like a little bias lighting under the desk. Let's talk about the stuff on my desk rather than the stuff under. My mouse pad is this beautiful one I got on Amazon featuring some Japanese nature. My keyboard is an FL Esports with white Kali switches and pudding keycaps. It's not that expensive, it has hot swappable switches, it's wireless, and it has some beautiful RGB. I tried to film the RGB, but it doesn't look good on my camera. I actually have 2 mice I use on my desk. The first one is my gaming mouse, which is a wireless Logitech G703. It's just a simple 5-button mouse with that incredible hero sensor. It's simple, but I love it. I only use this for gaming though. My other mouse is also from Logitech, an MX Master 3S, which is the best productivity mouse of all time in my opinion. It has a horizontal scroll wheel, great hand feel, and is very quiet to click, which helps a lot when recording podcasts or even when on Zoom calls. I also have one of those Amazon Echo devices on my desk, which is mostly used as a fancy clock and a Ring doorbell viewer. Next to it is my personal MagSafe charger. I'm able to charge my watch, phone, and AirPods all with a single stand. I like the fact that the phone looks at me when charging, so I can see notifications without picking it up. I mounted my mic arm on the left side of the desk using the Rode arm, which is a really quality spring-mounted arm, and using my Rode Podcaster mic, which is of course an XLR-powered microphone. So I needed a place to put my audio interface that it's going to plug into, and that's why I installed this little drawer underneath my desk. It's just a plastic drawer that I can pull in and out and adjust my levels on my audio interface without crowding my desk. I also added this 8-port USB hub that is only plugged into power as a kind of sort of charging station. Next to it is my headphone holder so it can hang out here when it's charging. I also added one of those fancy monitor lights on top of my monitor that can light my typing area. I do a lot of things on my desk that involve light sometimes, but didn't want to take up a bunch of room using a lamp, so this seemed like the best way to do it. I bought the cheapest office chair I could find and just didn't add the back to it to use as a footstool. This is literally $50 cheaper than the cheapest footrest with wheels. I also needed a stool to use in videos, so this was a win-win. This black computer down here is my home server. It won't be here forever, but since this area is the only place a wired Ethernet cable exists upstairs, it's gonna hang out underneath my desk for now. And I have this Alex drawer down here, which is the standard IKEA drawer everyone uses as table legs. But since this desk is a sit-stand desk, it isn't actually sitting on top of the drawer. I can raise and lower the desk without any issue and still have access to all my junk. Under my desk is looking good after everything is said and done, but it can certainly be better. I don't want everything to be super tight, but tight enough so it doesn't hang. I'm happy with it for now. Now I know this isn't the desk, but next to my desk I have this side storage area and pegboard. I like to put random electronic cleaning supplies, SD cards, and flash drives up here, and then I use the bottom as another charging area. I can just dump a laptop and other things down here and have a space to charge it. Overall, I'm very happy with how my desk came out. I'm able to sit or stand while playing games, watch YouTube videos, and have Discord up all at the same time. It's great for productivity, and I'm happy with how many options I have considering the peripherals are all wireless. I can choose from many different sitting or standing positions, and I'm able to work very effectively without any hiccups. And while I am happy with it for now, in the future, I might downsize the monitors to something smaller. It's just a little bit too much desk for me at this point. I might add some speakers to the desk as well and rely less on headphones. Eventually the server will go elsewhere, and this area will look really clean. I don't know what to put on the wall behind the desk, so let me know some ideas in the comments on what I should add back there. Maybe some tasteful nude art? I freaking love this desk.